This is, well, I'm Drumboardist. I apologize for that. And I did actually allow the capture of the thingy. So you can actually see that there's a silent F in the word Shmup. It is Save Helios Minor from Unwanted Presence. So, you know, Shmup for Shmuptember. That's how we roll. Anyways, let's go ahead and not mess around nearly as much as I do for things. We're going to go ahead and start in the new game slot and start the timer. We have to hit enter there. I don't know why I'm hitting. And yes, this is played on the keyboard. And I totally forgot I need to move the mouse pointer. Now I can remember the word I was trying to remember now when I'm doing other things, of course. Okay, well, give me a second. I will get that off the screen. Sorry. So, Shmup, a little flash game, you know, obviously from Newgrounds, from I don't know, a few years back, and this is one of those games that you casually had played. Of course you did, it's a free game, hey, why not, let's have fun and do that. But then, you know, RGL, oh, we've got Shmuptember. My reaction was, well, I have to route this now, don't I? And last year I did the any %, now we're doing all of the medals, because there are, you know, achievements to get, a couple of weird little wonky things to do, a couple things that are very, very difficult for untalented shooter players such as myself, so probably not going to be getting that one. One of the things about this, as you can see, I'm getting experience from shooting things. So yeah, you level up in this game, and you buy different weapons, different armor, different speed-ups, all that jazz, good fun stuff. Unfortunately, one of the achievements is for getting to the maximum level, so I have to run the final stage a few times, which sucks, but then again, I'm also not good at games, so you're probably going to see me doing that stage multiple times anyways. So, hooray, we 100%ed that stage, and we got a medal. That's our first medal. Thank you for telling me how to play the game. So now I'm going to go ahead and buy a different weapon. I'm going to get this crappy one right out of the gate, just get it off of the books, because I have to use each weapon once. Which I don't like, because I have to use this slow thing. Come on, kill him, get him. And unlike a lot of other shmups that everybody else has been playing this weekend, yeah, you have a health bar at the bottom. I totally forgot to move this, forgot to move the mouse. There we go. Sorry, I had to get that off the screen. Look, you use it to be able to check out the achievements, which is useful, but I realized that was probably annoying, so sorry about that. This is also a game where, like, one of the reasons I liked it is, oh, it's a shmup. Okay, look at the size of this ship, and, like, all of it is a hitbox. This is not planned well, I'm sorry. Hey, those previous ones took one shot. That guy takes two. That's not fair at all. Yay. So, the name of the game, unfortunately, like, as you level up, you get less experience in some of these stages. So it is important to, it is unfortunately important. You can't really, like, grind stages to try and out-level everything. And also, all of your level-ups don't really give a huge amount of stats. It's like 1% onto your offense and your speed and your armor, and not exactly groundbreaking in that particular realm of stuff. And yeah, let me just go ahead and sit right in the path of where those ships are coming in. That's a brilliant move. It's a great way to survive. I did manage to get that guy. Okay, so there's the end of that one. I can get rid of the crappy weapon and move on to a good one. And we leveled up. Yeah, see, 1% to your attack. Not wonderful. I mean, you can see they have their own stats, like they're written there on the left. That's the basic gun that I already have. That hits really hard, and this does not hit really hard, but it's the objectively better weapon because of how fast it fires. So we're going to use that. We're going to go on to the stage. But the interesting thing is, in terms of like actual DPS, a lot of the weaponry doesn't really change too much. They're all pretty much even money in terms of how fast you're going to be killing the ships that you are trying to kill. I'm just going to fly right into that bullet. That's okay. I have enough health to be able to take it. Take it, I sure did. There's a bullet. Let's not run into it. So what was I talking about? Yeah, the DPS of the weaponry. So there are some weapons that have interesting just properties to them. You know, like pass through enemies, homing shots, close range, shoot real fast, things like that. Should probably be, you know, splitting on my timer, but I don't know. Look, I just barely remembered to actually remove the mouse pointer from the screen, so bear with me, kids. We're in the special section of the marathon right now. Whoop. Yeah, no, taking some hits. Like those level ups ain't exactly being generous in terms of giving you more to be able to survive or move faster. In fact, we don't even actually worry about getting a better engine because it is so minute in the amount of speed that it gives you that there's really just no point to spending the money. I flew just straight into that bullet. But I mean, at least, you know, the game has all the hallmarks of, you know, baby's first shooter. Good stuff, all that jazz. Those guys are done, so moving up to the top of the screen gets you off the screen faster. Now, next up is the boss, so we can go ahead and just go back and equip that. We can sell these two guns since I don't need them anymore. We're not going to worry about buying anything else yet, because the next world that we go to actually has, well, better gear, as one would imagine, but it's decidedly more expensive, so let's not waste our time doing any of that. Well, I'm not even going to get close enough to shoot that guy. Cool. So here's our first boss. Like I say, all the hallmarks of your shmuppitudes and bullet patterns and all that jazz, but since you're big and slow and unwieldy, it doesn't exactly, like, start out very promising for you, and you can eventually, you do just eventually start to, like, out-level everything somewhat, but it's also assuming that you're getting, like, good weapons, and you don't have that yet. You get a couple of, like, just, they're faster weapons in the next world. Why am I going all the way left? Which you would think speeds up the DPS, but again, the damage rating on them is so much lower than this that you can... I've been routing low percent, just this basic pea shooter and go with it. Have not done it yet because it takes more talent. And I should probably practice more. Well, what are you going to do? The answer is just do this silly little wave back and forth. Oh, by the way, every time I kill a boss, I know it goes without saying for this marathon, but flashing lights warning, like severe, like this'll hurt. So there's that. Just, you beat a boss, strobe lights. It's unforgiving is what it is. It's kind of painful. And we got a medal for beating that first world. We get to move on to the second one, which is not a world, it's an asteroid belt. But we need a... Oh, I also have two guns now, so I can do the... Wait, which one's the fast one? That's the third one. It's always the third one. I know it's the third one. What am I doing? So we're going to go with these two new weapons, which fire... One's fast, one is slow, one is good damage, the other is not. And now we're, you know, asteroid field. So there's a plot to this game. Whatever Helios... something... It's Save Helios Minor? I think it's Helios Minor. Oh yeah, let me just fly right into that rock and take 2 hits and nearly die. You're sitting on your little spaceship, and there's a disturbance, like on just the other side of the solar system here, or I guess near the middle of the solar system it is. And you need to go figure out what that is and why all of these enemy ships and everything else are coming into the solar system and just trying to shoot everything. And that's not fun, and we need to go find it out. Spoilers, the final boss of this game is a literal black hole that is just spewing stuff out of it. And you don't know if it's like a wormhole or what's going on, so you just shoot it a lot. It's interesting, and I like it. It's an interesting final boss. I enjoy it. Good times, good times. All right, what are we doing? Boop. There's Rock Bolt. All right, hey, Gold Split, go me. So I can go ahead and buy the third pellet gun. This is when we actually start getting into like mods, which I will want to get eventually, but not yet. Actually, maybe yet, because I can equip those two and I sell off the guns I don't need anymore. Can I afford a mod? I can't afford a mod. Let's get the attack mod. Let's go. Because it's only 8%, so it's not exactly huge, but it's good enough, so we're going to use it. And I have these two faster shooty bang guns now, so that's what I'm going to want to go with. just increasing their damage, you know. Speedrun. Kill faster. That's probably a good methodology for getting through the game faster. Now, there are a couple of medals that are rather difficult, and one of them is, it's not impossible to do the first time you come across the stage, but it is wildly unpleasant. Using only the basic gun, and only one of it. By the end of the game, you get 4 gun slots, but at this point, we only have 2. Using only the basic gun, they want you to be able to beat this upcoming boss. And some of it is like, there are enemies that are kind of embedded in those rocks. It's planned that way, and you do not have the DPS to be able to clear out the rock to be able to get to the enemy that's doing that wave pattern. So you're guaranteed to get, like, hit a couple of times before you even get near the boss. And then you have to fight the boss with the weakest, you know, the starter weapon in the game. Not pleasant, and I don't like it. Skip that there. Can I get armor? I don't think I need the armor, right? No, I can get an engine, and it's, again, it's so little an increase that it doesn't really matter. So here's our laser waves. Oops, and that was great. So just try to position yourself right where it shuts off, because even the faster ones shut off at the exact same point. And then you can just worry about going left and right. And the game will try to force you in the middle a lot. And yeah, I don't want to do that. Well, I have free range again. There's no more lasers. I should probably not be in that ship's face when he's doing that. And now we're back to lasers. Okay. Right chair. So, I mean, yeah, one of the hallmarks of, you know, a lot of shmups is grazing, and this game is like, no, look at the size of this thing. We want all of that hitbox. I'm like, I don't want that. That is, please no. Why would you do this to me? Keep forgetting I have free range to move all over the screen when those lasers aren't there, and I keep not doing it. I'm just going to leave the other half of them on the screen, I guess. Oh well. Leaving experience on the table. So the crystals, greens 1, blues 5. Use those to buy your stuff. Good stuff. And it definitely behooves you to try and kill as much stuff as possible to get as much experience as possible. You can't redo, like I said, well, you can redo stages to like get more experience, but it gets lesser to you. So, and this would only be 13 extra hit points. So I'm going to do the safe move, and I'm going to double back when trying to get hardcore. See, like, there. And now, you're pretty much guaranteed to take that damage if you just have the basic pea shooter. The second problem is you run into 2 of these ships, and you've only got the one-shot pattern to work with. So it's hard to be able to do enough damage to be able to clear them out, and the homing missiles, which are going to be slightly offset from your normal bullet pattern. And then there's a boss, and you've only got one thing firing on it, and that's going to take forever, and nobody likes that. So I'm gonna come back when I'm decidedly more powerful and have a ton more health, and just beat the brakes off of them then. I'm great at pattern recognition, and can definitely do this efficiently. Let me tell you what. At least this one I can hide at the bottom of the screen and shoot him this way. That tiny box in the middle of the boss right there in the center, that is the weak point, and it's not exactly fun to try and hit that when you've only, let's say I've only got the gun on the right side. So if I'm over here dodging, can't hit it. I will come back to this boss at a later date and get that medal when it's prohibitively safer. Although I am playing better, that would have taken a good long while to clear through. It would not been much fun, so flashing lights, there it was. I should have said something in advance. Sorry, my bad. And collect all of our monies. We move on to World 3. Yep, didn't get in there. Oh well. Yeah, we'll take a level up. So now we get 3 guns. There's the medal for that planet. 3 weapon slots, yay. So we're gonna move on. And I never remember, pulse laser homing? Pulse laser homing. I can't afford all those. I can only afford 2 of you. Well, I want the homing. Oh, I guess I can't afford all 3. So I'm just going to go with homing right in the middle and a couple of fast shots on the side. I'm going to collect a bunch of money and move on. So this one, this is the one where the achievement for the boss that I'm going to be rolling up on is beat it without taking damage. And since it's required for all medals, I'm gonna have to do it. So you might see a few resets on the boss. But we have one of our two essentially endgame weapons. We have the homing missiles, which, I mean, of course you want that. We double up on those as soon as we can and move on to better weaponry on the other sides, which are the bullets that pass through things. There are higher DPS weapons. There are which we use on the final boss because the homing weapons don't really matter there. Whoop. You guys are coming from the bottom of the screen, so let me hug it. That's very good at remembering things. I have notes next to me because good at shooters, but even then I'm still struggling to find the time to look at them. Because again, good at shooters. So, yeah, Captain Scattershot over here. So we're just, yeah. Oh, okay, well, one more hit and I'm dead, but that's the end of the stage. Let's get out. Let's get out. And the experience really ramps up. Okay, so now I need to get those other two guns. Well, there's three guns. There's a pulse and there's, well, I have, oh, I didn't mean the homing yet. Well, I'm going to use the homing anyways. I'm going to go with homing on the left, homing on the right, and I'm stuck in the middle with you. So there's pulse, and there's, so I can go ahead and sell off those guns. I need the bullet rifle because I will be using it later. Because, again, I have to go back to that boss and use the little plinking gun to get through him. But I have the short range, super fast, high damage, and to complement with that, I have homing shot. These little guys don't do damage, but the more of them that are on you, that slows you down. And also, your homing missiles pretty much try to go after them exclusively. So they're constantly swinging around, not going towards, enemies that you want to take out, and that's not fun. And also, those mines are horrible because they go off at a certain radius. And I don't know if this laser gun actually has enough distance on it to be able to kill them before they explode. Not ideal. And I'm not brave enough to go ahead and challenge that theory. It looks like they do, but oh goodness, because I didn't realize just how dense that area of enemies was. Well, I'll just take that hit. This is fine and whatever. This is also flashing lights the game, really. Nope, take that one. That's fine. Okay. Yay! I can't really take any more, but I think that's the end of the stage, isn't it? Yes, good. Yay! You don't get any more experience based off of your laser and rubber. Okay, so what I can go ahead and do here is I can do laser, rubber, homing. I can get rid of what did I just use that I didn't like? The pulse cannon. Pulse cannon, no thank you. But I can. Yes, I can get an upgraded attack mod. Kill things faster while using the crappy weapons that I don't want to. And then we get to do the boss. Good fun times there. So it's really just more kind of standard fare. One does a little bit more damage and flies faster. The other one is slower. Because I have that backwards. Slower, more damage, faster. I don't know. I'm struggling with words. Because I'm also playing the shooty bang bang. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? I don't know. We're just trying to... you don't get experience when you fly into a ship and kill it with your body. So that was... what's the word I'm looking for? A mistake. That was a mistake. Get off of me. Nope. Let me fly into a bullet while yelling, get off of me. Yep, and I'm going to fly right into him because I forgot he's coming down. And now we've got this guy with homing shots and the triple spread. And now these guys are going to come on the sides, which forces you into the middle. So that when you suddenly find yourself dealing with, yes, the slow guys from the bottom, the bigger ships from the top, you're getting mauled by everything. The things on the sides are drawing off your homing shots. It's intelligently made, and I kind of hate it for that. Like, just let me just play normally. Okay, that was the end. Good. Good. I mean, it wasn't good, but yes, give me the experience. Thank you. So I can go back to my double homing shots now. Thank goodness. Which I'm going to need for the boss. Laser rifle is fine, but I'll take the standard bullet so I can go ahead and ditch that for monies. And I think I have enough for the... What am I saying? Oh, I still have the rubber cannon, too. Yeah, because I equipped the thing. Oh, well. So we're going to get rid of the regular attack mod. I don't need you. I don't need you. I can go ahead and buy... Armor? Armor, thank goodness. This one is a sizable upgrade. Yeah, because my armor right now is, what is it? 119. It's not 179. Yeah, I think... it doesn't help for this boss, since this is a... I have to no damage him. But, you know, it's good to do, I guess. What am I saying? I could get the next chemical engine, too. I have exactly enough for it. But it's just not a big enough upgrade, so there's not really a point to it, so we don't really bother with it. So this boss is interesting. He's, as we've already determined, there's a lot of enemies that are going to be trying to pincer you between this, those things that come in from the bottom of the screen. As well as, and then these fly down, so don't get in the... Yes. So, this is going to be a first boss that isn't stationary, and he really wants you to know that he isn't stationary, and he's going to punish you if you try to be. Or if you're going to assume that he is, because right out of the gate, yeah, he's going to fly right at you. And we don't like that. And up, and there's... I took the hit, so there you go. Whoops. Oop. Hello, thank you. So the slight speed would have done better, but I actually had a bad pathing along the top there, so that's what happened there. And I feel like I say, since this is a, you have to no-hit the boss, there's no real point to, like, coming back at a later date with, I mean, better damage will help you clear him faster, but if I just, you know, do this correctly, then it'll take a little bit longer, but it won't be an issue. So, I just pathed him wrong, that's it. Let's do it right this time. Right, middle, move up, move up, move up, middle. And down and right. There we go. Now he's going to do, yeah, he's going to send those guys at me. He's going to plow forward again. Nope, I went too high. Oh, that was dumb of me. My bad. Sorry. The other annoying thing is that, like, if you quit out of a stage like that, you actually don't get the experience or money for it. So this isn't like a cheeky way to try and slow grind so that you can get a little bit more power to beat the boss. No. Each one of these attempts is, well, do it again. Right, pathing correctly. Me, let's do it correctly this time. To the right. Up, 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 middle, down and right. Here come these guys. And I still got slowed. Nope, I went too high again. Oh, I hate everything. Oh. Well, we did establish that I'm not good at these. And I already took the hit. I mean, the faster speed engine would be marginally useful, but not really enough to justify getting it. The next world has, like, a giant upgraded one, and that's the one that we would use for the rest of the game. Frankly, the one that you get, like, the last world is a little bit too fast. I mean, it's fast enough. There's, like, I mean, you fight a black hole at the end of the game, so you do need to have a fair amount of speed to be able to, because it's constantly drawing you in, so you need to have a certain amount of speed to be able to not get dragged in, because it'll one-shot you. Not too high up, thank you. Now he gives you the fake out, and then flies down. More bullets this way, more bullets that way, and that's the pattern. He's going to do the exact same patterns again, even though he's probably going to die very shortly. So there's my medal for not getting hit at all during that fight, even though it almost happened at the very end. But that's fine. Collects my monies, and we move on. Yay. And I keep forgetting to split, but that's cool. Hey, I have 4 weapons now. That's fun. And we can go ahead and buy the other weapon that we're going to be using, mostly the Relentless Rifle. So I do need to get the Flame Launcher and the Ghost Cannon off the books. So I'm going to buy those, and those are going to go here and here. And the weapon number 4 is going to be the other homing missile. We're going to do that, and then we go ahead and buy the other 2 of the good weapons after that. So we have teleporting enemies. I don't like them, because there's no telling which direction those bullets are going to fly when they appear. They don't try to target like where you were on the screen. They suck. And also, your homing missiles will try to go after those lasers, which a bit of a smart design. Like, okay, you're going to try to rely on only these, then we're going to put in an annoying thing that limits where you're able to be on the screen at any point of time, and it's also going to take away from some of your offense, because we hate you. Again, it's smartly designed. It's not the greatest in the world, but, you know, they put thought into it. Whoever it is that made the game, put some thought into it. I like that. I appreciate that. The weird lag going on there. There it is. Whoop. I almost flew into that guy. So, yeah, things also start doing a ton more damage to you, so it becomes incredibly important to, you know, have enough health to be able to take the hit. So I'm going to have to fly up here, because, yeah, there's going to be a second round of them, and I have to... Oh, get ready, you go! Booty! If you die, you only get a third of your stuff, but, I mean, at least I got a level out of it. What is the next engine? Yeah, 130. And I can't afford the next balance mod yet. Oh well. Yeah. Fires faint projectiles, because that's what you want in a shoot 'em up. I don't know where my bullets are. I don't know why that's a weapon in this game, but that's a weapon in this game, so you just got to go with it. The flamethrower is, as one would probably imagine there, one of the highest DPS weapons in the game. Surprisingly, that rock gun that I had in the second world and used for just one stage, because I had to and then get rid of it, that's actually like the second highest DPS weapon in the game, because it is so slow. But its damage, once you factor in the experience from leveling up, is obscene. So, good stuff, good times. All that jazz. It is funny when, like, all of these homing missiles that were trying to find something that was near the bottom of the screen just all subtly tear right back up. Like, hey, we're back! Let's get it! Let's kill something! Like, I'm down with all that. Let's go. All right, yeah. And there's the guy with the bullets. He's going to be annoying, so we had to do that. I forgot about you guys! Out! And here comes the second wave. Hey, that time I made it. Barely squeaking by. And now, of course it was the last wave, so yeep. Alright, so let's get our next... Or I guess, because I'm done with those two, so those two. So I can buy 2 Relentless. And these are the ones that we're going to use for pretty much the remainder of the game, outside of like one other weapon that I have to use on the final area to... because there's one more weapon, so you have to use that to get the all weapons achievement. So I'm good. Done with you. Done with you. I cannot afford the balance mod yet. I can if I sell my mod. Yes. Need a hundo fitty, and that gets me to a hundo fitty. Great. So this is just everything. It's slightly less than any singular of the improved, but it's a catch-all. So I actually do have a little bit more speed and armor now too, which is good. And so now I have the heat seeking, and I have the bullets that pass through everything. Oh, by the way, they come at you from the bottom of the screen now, and they have these 2 safe zones that you probably maybe would have noticed, but if you didn't, it's good that you picked up on it. Here they come. Yep. So Relentless is not surprisingly, it's not the weakest like weapon in the game. It's pretty strong. And you know, the fact that it passes through enemies is just so... It's so unfair for how a lot of this game is, like, plotted out. I'm gonna die right there, yep. It's so unfair because, yeah, you can see how many enemies there are layered, so you either just out-DPS them, or have the gun that shoots through things. I'll take that one, please, yes. And then the homing just helps pick off stuff. I need to scratch my nose. There, I scratched my nose. Whoop. Here they come again. I love the... That's like, uh-oh, something bad's coming. And you are correct. Now, let me sit there and let that guy's shot just hit the mark. And let me sit there and let that guy hit me like that. Now, there is a very, very, very brief window of iframes that you can try to abuse in a couple situations. I largely don't, because it means I took a hit, and that's just not something you want to be doing. So hopefully I won't be doing that. Alright, so the left-rights. Yay, big wall of things. Those big, beefy coffin things in the middle just have too much health. They're just always difficult to try and get rid of. Was that the last two? That was the last two. Thank goodness. I can get better armor now. Yay! Plus the levels. All right. There's my cat. Oh no, I need 200. And you cannot sell your last armor upgrade. Well, I could get the better engine, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to go ahead and keep going on through. So now we introduced these yellow ones. They have this little field around them where if you are in it, it'll summon 4 ships, 2 from the bottom of the screen, 2 from the top. It's pretty much just always better to try and avoid them, but I mean, like, sometimes you're pincered into a position where you're going to have to try and shoot it. Another big reason why having the relentless cannon is very, very helpful. I'm just going to deal with that every time it's going to happen. So, the achievement on this stage is never trigger any of those, and that's a bit of, and they're randomly placed. So you can't just, like, memorize and hope for the best. No, 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 no. That is not going to be a thing that happens to you, good sir. That is, you have to be good at games. And I'm not, but we're doing well so far. I will take it. What am I talking about? What are we doing? What's cracking? I like how those bullets fire super fast and then slow down. It's a weird, neat little touch that I enjoy. Oop. Oh, I can take one more hit, and that was the hit. Oh, okay. I have successfully dodged all of the enemies I needed to dodge for stealthy, and then I got shot. Oh, well, I can get the new armor at least. That'll help. Yay. I don't need the last armor. I think I wind up getting the last armor, but yeah, I pretty much just doubled my health. I don't have a problem with that. I want 1,300 for the next engine. I'll be able to afford it after this stage, I think. But yeah, if I'm able to not allow myself to get pincered by shooting nope, and that means I didn't get stealthy. If I'm able to not get pincered by those things, good. But like, if I have to and I'm just hugging a wall, that's just what's going to have to happen. Yeah, but since there's so much that's going to wind up happening kind of in the middle of the screen, I want to try to, you know, clear it, as you do. These guys again with random bullets. Nobody likes you. That was the Shmups song. Oh, yeah, I'm just second guessing myself where I should be positioning myself. Oh no, what am I doing? So. Yeah, then things just kind of get hectic. It's like, I need things that shoot through things, and I need homing things. Because nothing is going to be so oppressively damaging in terms of its fire that it will help you clear out a lot of those things fast enough to matter. And I flew into it. Of course it did. Oh, well. Oop. Nope, and there's another one of you. Alright, I got you. I think that's it. That's it. Okay. If you're at the top of the screen, you get through faster. I just never remember what the last wave is. I'm sure I wrote them down in my notes, but I am not looking at it. So yeah, let's go get that last engine. Just, yes. Alright. Yay. Finally have an upgrade. I don't need that one, so I'm just going to sell it. And now we go fight a boss. Yay! So, unfortunately, the achievements that are left, outside of just, you know, clear this stage, clear the next stage, all that, the achievements that are next pretty much amount to collecting enough of those gems, flying far enough in the game So just running stages and getting to level 20. And that's, yeah, of course. There's a couple of hidden ones. Well, one of the hidden ones, one of the hidden ones is the final boss, so don't put too much stock into that. It's just, that's what it does. Dodge you, distract the laser over there, distract the laser over there, distract the laser over there. You're right here, down, right, up, and right back to it, and the boss will be nearly dead. There we go. See, having notes helps when I'm, yes, Kong, you're a hidden one. Flashing lights, I always forget to say it, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the better speed lets me collect more gems at the end of stages. Can I get it? I can't get it. Ah, well. So I'm at level 18, the max level is level 20. You get 3,000 from beating the final boss. So we're moving into the final area now. And I can't afford anything yet right now. There's the Omni-Mod, the Cosmic Shield, Knock Shield, blah, 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 blah. So, since I fight the final boss using the last gun, that means there are a few medals I'm still going to have to do. So yeah, I have to beat the level 2 boss with just the one rifle. I have to beat the first boss with all the weapons, and then use all the weapons. That's going to happen by the end of the final boss. And then fly a lot, collect a lot, kill a lot, get to 20. So unfortunately, that means we're going to have to be running this stage a few times. And it is just a cluster. You can finish that contraction however you want. Oh boy. So yeah, it's a thing. That's how this is gonna go. The armor is good for safety. The I don't necessarily need the who's at the engine. I'm gonna have to buy at least one of the guns. I have that, so I will be able to do that. I'll probably take that with me when I blow up like the first boss, just because, hey, why not get it done? And I definitely want the Omni-Mod because it'll help speed up my damage. And then anything else is just get dumped into buying more of the more of those antimatter guns, the guns on that world there, because they are the highest DPS weapon in the game, which means you can try to cheese this final boss because he has a lot of gimmicks. He has a lot of... That was a strange hitbox. Thank you for that, game. He has a couple of gimmicks where, like, you just can't hit him because he's... he flips you around. Now, you can change the angle for where your guns are firing. You can do that if you want. It's pretty much never useful. But that's fine. That's, you know, I still got some gems, still got some whatever, and you can actually check in here how close we are. Where's the, what am I looking for here? Money's 1358. How many do I need? 2,000. That's coming along. With the distance, 20, well, I'm about halfway there on distance, so that ain't good. We'll get a little bit more of it when we go back and do those bosses, because that's just a little extra distance covered. But the big money is here, and those asteroids are random on where they're going to appear, while other set patterns of enemies are not. So it's just kind of difficult the way the game's going to put you into positions. Sometimes, like, you can't control it, you can't rote memorization it. It's just, well, good luck. Sometimes I ain't got that good luck. I can get right in their faces and shoot them, and eventually they line up so that their bullets hit in the middle, but they're usually dead by then. So I should stop taking the damage. Hey, I should stop taking the damage. I should be collecting the money while I'm at it. That's a valuable resource. Kind of need it. Alright. So now is when I have to slowly move my way up. There. And as long as I am not, you know, flying into you and that guy, and now I can go back down because here they come. Okay. And then we get, you know, teleporting and these charging guys with heat-seeking missiles and those little annoying sons to guns. And good news, they brought back the stealthy boys. Not stealthy. The achievement is stealthy. The ones that summon the thing. No, that's literally the last enemy. Mad. Ooh, mad. Nothing wrong with playing Frank's Adventure. Hey, you play what you want to. I'm going to go ahead and buy the Omni-Mod. Because it's like, what, double? Well, not quite double, but it's double speed. And great everywhere else. Never used. Still need to keep that bullet gun thing, and I can't afford the engine, but I definitely want the shield next. But at least I can take enough hits now to be able to complete the stage. Yeah, see, now that I'm level 19, I'm getting less experience. So it's part of the thing here. You just, as long as you get to within 3,000 of the last level, then the last boss is going to clear that for you. He'll clear you for using all of the weapons at least once. He'll clear his own achievement for clearing him. Call it a him when it's a black hole. I don't know. Is that weird? Is it? Should I feel bad for that? I don't know. Yeah, don't do that. Oh, right. There's the spinny boys in the middle. Spinny boy. That boy's a spinny. And it's kind of hard to get those guys to double up so I can try to hit them both at the same time with the pass-through bullets. They just never seem to want to, so... again, I don't understand hitboxes, and I don't think the game does either. I do not pretend to understand what just happened there. Nope, that was my heat-seeking missile. That's that guy's heat-seeking missile. Cool. Nope, I'm just going to sit there and take that one like a champ. I am going to get slowed way down by those guys. Oh boy, I'm just going to avoid yeah, those things. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Great. So we finally beat that stage. Yay! And we unfortunately do still need more because we're going to have to do whatever. What am I saying? I'm going to go ahead and grab the final armor. Yay. I'm fine with that. And can I get enough for... Yes. So I can go ahead and buy one antimatter cannon. I'm not going to worry about equipping it right this second. Because we do still need those other achievements. It's pretty much just... I'll have the experience. It's just I need money, and I need to have just flown far enough in the game. So that, unfortunately, just means pick a long stage and go. And I mean, since the experience and the money is a part of it, and they're gained in higher amounts on the final stage, it would be easier and, I don't know, fun, maybe, to go to a previous stage and absolutely steamroll it. And I have to do 2 previous stages, so that will happen eventually. But I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing this one until I get those achievements. Because why not? Oops, spinny boys in the middle. And see, good luck trying to line these guys up. See, there was a little bit of overlap, so I can try to get a little bit better on it. I really do need to be trying to get more of this cash. Oop. Good reflexes, me. Good job. Really good. You're a superstar. All right. Go back down, up, let me fly into that guy. That's helpful. That's helpful. Everything is helpful except me and my gameplay. Alright, and I'm just kind of hanging out at the bottom where these guys come from again. Clever. Smart. It's wicked smart, kid. There's that guy. One of those guys that comes in and just rotates back and forth across the middle of the screen. Now that one's just going to just fly at you. Like, no, I'm going to hit him. Oh, right. I was not at 18. I was headed towards 18, and now I'm at 19 and headed towards 20. I was going to say, I should not have that much experience that quickly. Something wrong there. Hey, wait, the experience went up. It was 7 on the previous run, and now it's 8. I don't understand math. I don't know. The game just... It's going to do what it's going to do, as near as I can tell. That's just what's going to happen, I guess. So, yeah. I've been talking non-stop for like 40 minutes. How's everybody doing? Everybody enjoying your Shmupathon? I really liked that game Golden was playing. Little of it I was able to watch. It was fun. It was a good fun time. I was confused by the weird demon elephant thingy that was throwing Dr. Mario pills. Like, hey, what's that all about? That's interesting. I realize, you know, like, I'm not sitting here waiting for someone to, like, respond, oh, yes, it was this. Like, I'm not listening to you guys, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, yeah, some things are giving less experience, like that one that gave 2. Nope, don't get too close to that guy. I know I need the experience, but I don't want to earn it the hard way. Almost earned it the hard way. Got him. Boom. Grandma with walnuts, sister. Boom. Yeah, I am not great at shmups. And those bullet patterns, I was like, I'm never going to be able to pull that off. I'm just going to sit and watch. So I'm almost... oh, so so I've got the money one. I need 3,000 miles and 4,000 enemies. Am I really that far back? 4,000 enemies, 3... Where's the... it's like 2 more. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. I think. Yeah. Like I say, the last boss gives just a guaranteed 3,000 experience. Doesn't give money, so I can't try to get the last medal that way. Which is annoying, because there are a lot of enemies in the final boss fight that you do not fight. Those are the projectiles that the boss uses against you, mostly. So yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not a thing, unfortunately. So I have to do... This is the most efficient way of doing it. It's a stupid medal. I don't like it. But what are you going to do? And I apparently almost plow into an enemy is a viable answer to that. Let me not do that. Yeah. Yeah. I really wish I could play this with a mouse. That would be awesome. I could have a hand free. I could be like vaping right now, or just not talking. Well, that's always an option. Usually it's the one that people pick. Alright, what am I doing? These guys come down. In the middle. Take them out. Because I don't need the money anymore. I have enough for all the anti-grav that I'm going to require. Yep, I still brought in those guys from the bottom of the screen. It's the clever pairing of the guys that slow you down combined with ships that come up from the bottom of the screen. I don't like it. Have I flown far enough yet, game? No? You suck. Alright, well, let's go get one of those achievements I was talking about. And we'll go ahead and equip, for funsies, we'll go ahead and equip the antimatter cannon. We'll just go ahead and get it off the books. Oh, what am I doing? There's a secondary thing. Like I said, you can change the trajectory of your weapons. There's an achievement where if you, have all of your weapons not facing 100% forward, then, well, you get a medal. By clearing a stage doing that. Well, it's funny because I have, heat-seeking missiles. And everything is one tick off. Just one. So there's also an achievement for going back and just obliterating this boss. And he's dead. Yay! And I got a little extra, distance, movement, all that. Flashing lights. There we go. Cremation, Swaim, Variety. There's 3 more. I won't probably want to go back to my, oh no. What am I talking about? I need to unequip these. Oh no, I have no weapons equipped. Except that. So we unfortunately have to go to this boss. And now I actually have enough health to be able to kind of survive things, because like I say, you're not going to be able to take out that meteor, even with as much damage as I have from the extra levels. I'm not going to be able to take out that meteor in time to be able to take out the spinny guy, so you're guaranteed to be taking that damage there. And then dealing with these guys, especially when you're level 4, not fun. You're going to get destroyed by everything that's going on here. I just don't really know of any good patterns or good ways to take out those heat-seeking rockets while also dealing with their weird moving back and forth and firing down at you patterns. So instead, we're going to go ahead and use the pea shooter, take this guy out. It'll go a little bit faster, and I have a lot more health, but there's really just not much to the fight other than you just have to deal with this. So, yeah. which is why I'm not enthused with the idea of doing a low percent of this. Oops, let me just fly right in there and take that damage too. You can hide on the bottom, so I'm gonna hide on the bottom. I'm not enthused with the idea of low percent doing the entire game like this. That doesn't sound like much fun to me. Like, maybe low percent can be, that was a horrible pattern. That was pretty much unavoidable. Maybe it will just be only the starter gun, but you can have up to 4 of them. Or I could always do the fun, hey, you can only buy a gun, like, yeah, you can use a gun for one stage and one stage only, but you can always use the default gun. I wonder if that would be interesting. Like, can you effectively soft lock your run by like playing badly and then I'm out of gun? Well, I guess it wouldn't be if you could always use the pea shooter. Anyways, that's the hidden achievement here, flashing lights. There's hardcore. So check on that one. What am I doing here? So we can go ahead and re-equip our correct weapons now. Homing, relentless homing. And get rid of that the standard bullet rifle. I do need the antimatter, and I'm gonna need more of those, but how much further do I have to go? I need 300 enemies and just a little bit of distance. So one more run of that, or really just any stage. Just any stage. Let's have some fun with it. Stage 1-1. Actually, I wonder if this is going to be enough enemies. This probably isn't going to be enough enemies, so this is probably a bad decision. I should have picked something in World 3 that's, like, calorie dense. Let me go ahead and do that, actually. Yeah. Like, this one's generally pretty good. Because these guys count. As long as I'm actually shooting them. I guess you can just do the lazy circle. Lazy circle kind of works, except I still picked up a couple. Oh well. Shoo-ba-doop boop boo-doop boop. Shoo-ba-doop boop boo-doop boop. Looks like I'm going to be coming in underestimate. Kind of to my surprise, but you know, a little bit of practice certainly didn't hurt. Actually, is this going to be... I don't know if this is going to be 300 enemies. I think I overestimated how many little guys are going to be showing up. But I mean, you do... Killing faster like this does cause, like, more waves to spawn quicker. So, because they're like certain... They'll bottleneck on certain patterns, like those guys that fly down and then move back and forth, left and right. The game will be gracious enough. Yeah, the game will be gracious enough to wait for you to kill them before introducing more things after that. You don't want that. That is not fun. There's frequent flyer. I didn't get the enemies, did I? No, I need 51. None of these stages are short. That's the problem. You know what I should be doing? Asteroids. There's asteroids everywhere. This is probably the... Because nothing tells you, like, how many enemies you killed, so it's kind of hard to calculate what... I really probably should, just for instances like this. Like, just grind out the fast movement and lots of kills as quickly as possible. I guess this isn't as dense as I thought it was going to be either, but I'm definitely going to clear the what, 51, and then I can just go fight the final boss. I think that should be everything except for clear final boss, and I don't remember if there was another medal that I was supposed to get. I don't think so. It's also nice being fast enough to actually get down in front of some of these guys, as opposed to before where I just had to go, well, he's gone. Yeah, one experience for all this. You are not going to you're not going to outgrind the game. So, tank gonna happen. Sorry. And that's the end of this stage. So that should be 51. Yep, I'm under 3,000, just under 3,000, so that's enough for the final boss. Yep, have to go to medals. So yes, the last two is reach level 20 and secret medal is beat the final boss. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and kit out on those the highest DPS weapons. Could you enter the place, please? Thank you. I've tried cheesing this guy using homing weapons or trying to like aim a couple of guns backwards, and he has two attacks or he has one attack that flips you around. He has by the way, look at that. He has a little spoiler of, I guess, what he's about to do to you. He has one attack that flips you around, so you're firing off the screen. He has a miniature black hole that. Yeah, so there's that. Here's this. Whoop, let me do that. He has a miniature black hole that fires rings around the screen, and you have to just rotate around. I could have gotten the better engine here, I think. I love the design of these attacks. Like that is just what that attack looks like, and it's fascinating to me. And yeah, this one, like, okay, you can find where you are at using, you know, your gun, or just the fact that if you're not moving, you're the one that's getting dragged forward, and it's fascinating. I love the design. I love the fact that it's a black hole. It's not some big nefarious enemy coming to attack everybody like you initially thought it was going to be, sending waves of monsters at you or whatever. No, it's just there, spewing all of this at you. This is what everything in the game has been coming at you from. And yeah, don't worry. The game is not lagging or glitching or anything. That's the design. I think it's kind of neat. We might not see the black hole. I don't have a huge problem with that. I don't want to see the black hole. Black hole's terrible. But that one in the point backwards means I don't get to shoot you. And now I don't get to shoot you. So it's really just how fast can you beat this boss is going to be RNG. That is just how this winds up going. And, oh, well, there, I beat the boss. Yay! Cool. And I get my 3,000 experience. He does not give any money. That is fine, so we're just going to hang out and go up at the top of the screen. I'm going to get to level 20. I'm going to get the, look, the boss is dead. There it is. There's those last two medals. And, oh right, I forgot you can't skip past this. Oh no, I was going to try a world record. Hang on a second. We can reopen. Oh no, I reshaped the window size. Crap. It was like that, right? That looks right. That looks somewhat right. Okay. What am I doing? Where am I at? Come on, we can do it. We can world record this. Come on, finish, damn it. Time. Dang it! Ah! That was 30 seconds off of the world record. I'm actually kind of annoyed by that. I don't think that intro takes that long. But hey guys, I'm 13 minutes under. What do you want me to do? To be fair, I actually don't have a recording of the world record. I just, timed it, and so I'm in terms of recordings, that is the world record. So stick around for 3-2. I just hit the world record. We'll call it a fake one, but we'll just go with it that way. Well, it's good that 3-2 is awake and alive. Yes. So as per usual, I'm in an RGL marathon, and okay. Well, it's not just that you have lower damage, so it's going to take longer, but you also have like a fourth of the health trying to fight that guy. So like 2 hits and you're dead. 2 to 3 hits and you're dead. Actually, no, it's pretty much just 2 because you're guaranteed to take damage from that first little spinny guy at the very start of the stage. It's extremely difficult trying to get past the 2 ships in the middle of that stage because they have the heat-seeking rockets, and you've just got a pea shooter and you're trying to dodge their bullet patterns while trying to take out the rockets. You don't have much room to move to go around all that. And then, yeah, you roll up on the boss, and you get to deal with all of those annoying patterns. One of those, as I saw when I went back and fought him, was unavoidable. It's not fun. It's not easy. I've done it like once on the first playthrough, which I think was that 30 seconds faster one. So I shaved 30 seconds off. Actually, it would have been more like 2 minutes, but yeah, I stared at menus a bit too much. Oh well. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. Did I reshape the window wrong? It looks somewhat right. Oh well. But you got them all. I don't know who Swaim is. It's not Michael Swaim, I know that. Apparently it was somebody from Newgrounds. Yeah, you want to come back. Well, that guy, you want to come back when you have as much armor as possible, so you can just, fine, I'll deal with it, because you're not powering up that base gun enough to do much anything of use. Now where is it? Where's the one? Yeah, finish that with only a bullet rifle. That sucks. Untouchable, I finally got that one. Did that without triggering anything. Obliterate the first boss with all weapons. That's a fun one. Yep. So that's all that I got. If the 3 of 2 is good to go, you know, I ain't got much else to say. I might try to do this again. I was slightly off. Okay. I might try to do this again next year with the incredibly crappy sounding low percent. I don't want to, but I mean, if I gotta, I might have to. Actually, you know what I should do? Why don't I just derust UN Squadron? Everybody likes UN Squadron, right? Yeah. So anyways, that's it for me. I apologize for hitting the under so egregiously, but I thought I was going to have to... I thought I was actually probably going to try and go for the hardcore metal multiple times, and then each time I've wasted 2 minutes, but sometimes you gotta play it safe. I've also tried getting like the armor mod and the next level of armor prior to fighting him, but it adds like 20 hit points, so that I think that's maybe 1 extra bullet you can take. Not collision, no, but 1 more bullet, and that's it. So spending all of your resources for the luxury of 1 hit, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll take the extra damage, I'll speed up the boss, hopefully I can kill him before he kills me. Yay! Shmup! Let's just go back to the time screen so you can, Shmup! Save Helios Minor from unwanted presence. Woo. That's all I got. I'll bet you, yeah, I was going to say, I'll bet you can click on the Newgrounds button and it's going to pull up Newgrounds. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. We didn't actually see the little, we didn't see the little black hole spinny attack. Whee. Oh, also, I guess it's a bit of an Easter egg, and it kind of makes sense. You're fighting a black hole. Actually, I think they eventually say it's like a wormhole, but you're fighting a black hole. What do you think happens if you get too close to it? Dead. Oh, and there you go. There was the little spinny thing. It does that. All of your bullets get dragged into it too, so you just have to, you can't land any shots on the boss. You just have to lazily spin around until you're allowed to try and hurt the boss again. Not fun. Don't like it. Kind of annoying. Oh, and okay, so this time we actually get to do it. Ow, ow, ow! And also, if you go just a little bit too far up into the boss, it one hit kills you. You get drawn into it. I love the design of these attacks. I love it. I don't know why that's a thing, but that's a thing. Just how it decides to do that to you. Yeah. Oop. Hello. Woo. I'll just do this and let the credits play. How about that? We'll just, proper finish. I know it's weird to like, oh, wait, we got the credits. No, reset. I wanted to check something else. Like, all right. So look, some of those bullets were about to hit the final boss. We're about to hit him, and the little black hole's like, oh, yep. Here's when things go bad. This can happen, where you don't get a chance to play. And then move all the way to the bottom so you can avoid things. Thankfully, there's only 2 patterns where you don't get to fight, but it's annoying because you don't get to fight. I also wish it would auto-fire. You actually have to be constantly pressing a button, which is kind of dumb, kind of annoying. And it's real easy to forget to actually press down during these waves. There we go, he's dead. It's easy to forget to press down. You're just like dodging the bullets back and forth, but you're also slowly getting sucked in. And the next thing you know, the screen's just kind of flashing and you've died. Like, oh, well, oh, wait, does it play the credits after you've beaten the game once? No, it doesn't. Okay, well, I've wasted everyone's time. Good to know. Alright, well, stick around for 3-2. And that Grand Cross Renoization? 3-2, help! Or I could just pull up another game entirely and kill 10 minutes. What do you want? It's not really a shooter. It involves a lot of animals getting thrown onto a dragon? Does that count? I don't know. Where is that game anyways? I'm constantly routing out crappy games. I mean, you all know this. You all have to know this. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready, Kong. Whenever.